Hello there, Egil Thorsson here, and we've got a nice folk tale for you from Somerset. It's called The Withy Pool of Ding Dongs. Yes, exactly. Oh, must be about 5 years back now. I was in the fair county of Somerset, and I was sitting in the pub with some of the local people, drinking some of their most excellent cider. And if you're ever in Somerset, I urge you, try it. It's not this gaseous stuff, it's very powerful, so be careful. Very tasty. Not always fizzy, but sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. Depends whereabouts you are. I digress. I sat there and an old boy in the corner says, "You're not from round here, are you?" I says, "No, I'm not. Actually, I live in Derbyshire, but I originate from Kent." "You heard about the Withy Pool of the Ding Dongs?" I said, "Excuse me, no, I haven't." "Well, I'll tell you." And he told me, and I shall now tell you. So it was. There was a farmer living in the county of Somerset. He worked hard, as all farmers do, and he was a generous man, really. He had pixies around. Hence, you see, I've got the red hat on. Now, pixies, if you treat them right, will treat you right. If you don't treat the pixies right, then you've got a world of trouble. So what the farmer would do, he would leave on the floor corn, and the pixies would come out and they'd whistle a little song and they'd be thrashing the corn. And come back next morning, it was all done. "Here, them pixies have done us fair good there, my dear," said the farmer to his wife. "Aye, indeed they have. They work so hard for us, they does." "Ah, they does that. Well, still, at least we on good terms with them, wife." "Ah, we are. I know how to reward them." And the wife set to work knitting and crocheting, and she made sets of little shirts, little trousers, hats. She'd even stitched little leather boots for them, for they apparently were all over hairy. She'd spied them the night before. Now, the one thing pixies don't like are human beings watching them. They'll do what they've got to do, and if they have to meet you, they'll meet you. If not, forget it. So this went on for months. The corn was being threshed and everything was coming right. And the lady, out of the kindness of her heart, left clothes out for them. Well, whatever happened, the pixies took the clothes, but there was no corn threshed. "Here, I don't know what he's done, my dear, but since he'd made them clothes for them there pixies, we ain't had no corn done." "Well, I don't know myself. It's not my fault. I was only trying to be nice." "I'm not blaming you. It's just the strange world of fairy folk, my dear. The strange world of fairy folk." And so the farmer just took it as it was, and carried on working, doing his own threshing. Now it happened at this time, the local church got some new bells. Ding dong, ding dong. Them do make a noise. "I know. Still, the vicar likes them." But now, oh, there you go. There's been out we can do about it. Anyway, the bells summoned people to church as they still do today. Now the farmer sat in his barn threshing the corn when a little fellow appeared. "Oi!" "Who said that?" "Me!" And he looked down, and there was a little fella, red cap, white creamy shirt and brown trousers. "Here, can I borrow thy plough and horses?" "What do you want to do?" "I just need to borrow it. Can I do that?" Said the farmer. "I'd heard stories about how fake pixies treat their animals. Look, you've helped me out a lot of times, yeah? And so I suppose, yeah, go on then. I'll take a gamble with you. You've always treated me right, so there you go." But what do you want it for? Well, them ding-dongs is making my head ache, and I wants to move my wife and little uns away from the ding-dongs. They do drive a man mad. You got a point there, he says. It is a bit of a noise. Wakes you up in the night and wakes you up in the morning. A bit of a pain, but you know, Vicar says he knows best. And so it was. You can borrow Esmeralda, my mare, young Stevie, the stallion, and the Pixies borrowed the horses and the ploughs, and off they went. Farmer went in and sat by the fire. I let that Pixie my ploughs and horses. You've done what? I says, I've lent it to them. Look, they've helped us out over the time. And one could turn to his husband and, oh, I hope you knows what you're doing. You haven't been hitting the cider, have you? No, I have not, my dear, and I resent the fact you say so. Yeah? Listen, if somebody does you harm, you do them harm. If somebody does you good, you do it good too. Yeah? Well, I suppose so. Sounded a bit Irish then. Still, never mind. And so it was. 3 days and 3 nights the horses and plough were missing. And on the 4th day the farmer went into the barn to thresh the corn. And there, the horses, they looked like sprightly 2-year-olds. Their coats were shiny, their eyes were bright, and they were frisky. Wow! And the plough was so shiny and new. The Pixies were as good as their word. And here's the moral. You treat the fairy folk right and they'll treat you right. Disrespect them and they will disrespect you. Well, that's my story. And if you believe it, fine. If you don't, then fine. Just drink your cider and be happy. So that's my story. And it's a nice one from Somerset. Always worth a look. I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe you'd like to subscribe. Press the old bar and bell above my head there. And we'll get there. Or hashtag Folktales. That'll come up as well. Maybe you'd like to leave a comment. We will get back to you. It does take us a bit of time to get back to you. And if you've liked it, let us know. If you haven't, let us know. But let us know why. And maybe there's stories you'd like us to tell. Maybe there's stories you don't want us to tell. But let us know. This is as much your channel as ours. We're here to please you and your families and to cheer you up. I mean, and I know it's difficult times. It always is, one way or another. But as I say, the comments, just talk to us. We're human beings. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. There will be others. So until we meet again, stay safe and make the world a happy place. Bye.